when you're hiking up the mountain wearing a backpack and you stop to pick up rocks to look at them closer, don't put them in your backpack. Throw them back down. Just imagine how you would feel halfway up the mountain if you were in fact putting those rocks in your backpack. Each one adds a bit of weight. It gets heavier and heavier each time you stop and add a new rock. So how do you feel halfway up the mountain when your backpack is now 25 pounds heavier than when you first started? How do you feel? How much effort are you exerting? What's your enjoyment of that moment, wearing that extra heavy backpack while trying to walk up the second half of the mountain? And you're trying to look around and enjoy the flowers. How do you feel wearing that backpack that's now 25 pounds more than when you began? But you forge ahead and keep going and continue to see beautiful rocks. Pick them up and look at them, and then continue to add those rocks into your backpack. And it continues to get heavier and heavier and heavier. Now you're 3/4 way up the mountain. You can see the top. Looks beautiful up there. How do you feel right now? Think about that. Think about how you feel in the moment you stop to rest. You pull that backpack off. Man, oh man, now it's 75 pounds more than when you began. You set that backpack on the ground, you rest for a bit, look at the top of that mountain, and you want to get up there. And of course, you have to wear your backpack. Now you grab that pack, you pick it up, and you prepare to put it back on your shoulders, and you feel that weight. Oh man, how do you feel? Are you dreading putting that backpack on and drudging up that last quarter of the mountain? Are you wishing that your backpack was like it began or lighter? Because you drank some water, you ate some food, it should be lighter. Why is it so much heavier? You put it back on and continue ahead. How do you feel? How's your enjoyment of the day? When you finally reach the top and your backpack is 100 pounds more than it was when you began, how's your enjoyment of that moment? Imagine how much better it would have been if your backpack was less than when you started, because you'd had some food and drank some water. Imagine how good that moment would have felt. You'd be on top of the mountain celebrating your victory. But now how do you feel? Exhausted, tired, sore, aching, knowing you have to walk back down that mountain wearing that same backpack. Is it going to keep getting heavier? Well, yeah, as long as you keep adding rocks to it, it's going to keep getting heavier. So what are the rocks? Well, the rocks are your problems, your headaches, your stumbling blocks, troubles, things you didn't plan for, things you don't want. But you hang on to them, bad experiences, frustrating times. And you hang on to them and hang on to them, and they become heavier and heavier and weigh you down more and more. The more you add, the heavier it gets. At some point, you're going to have to learn, open up that backpack and turn it upside down and dump out all those damn rocks. Imagine how you'll feel then. Your backpack just got 100 pounds lighter. Now, how much more will you enjoy the trip down that mountain? A little bit more? Perhaps a lot more.